This is the crux. This is where, okay, so what have we learned? So we've learned that we cannot trust the media. So the media is easily bought, and there's not enough good people in there to do the right thing, that they're going to hold on to their jobs, their crummy careers, they're going to pay their mortgages, they're going to let people die. So we've learned that, okay? They're going to, look down the lens, and they're going to say it like they mean it, even though they know it's a lie, and even though they know it's going to cost lives. So really shoddy soul tests, they failed. Media out. Okay, so we cannot trust them. Our political class, you can't trust any of them. They're all easily bought, clearly compromised, blackmailed, you name it. They're up to their necks in it. They will lie and lie and lie. They're so greedy, they'll do absolutely anything for money and to hold on to their little crummy positions. So they're out. Okay, so we've got political class, we've got the media, we've got the religious class, right? So they didn't stand up. They said nothing.
No, nothing.
Right? And so they allowed the churches to close. They turned away people. They went along with the stupid rules. They showed that they did not have the moral integrity to be able to discern, use the Christian discernment. They let everybody down. So we can see through them now that they didn't have the moral backbone to be able to stand up to all the lies and did nothing. All right. So again, another major, if these are like major institutions, then we have our university class. We've got all the professors. So the university class, again, they've failed the test completely. They've gone along with all sorts of nonsense. They've taken Bill Gates money. They've taken Epstein money. I mean, that's the big one, the Epstein science. We've now realized that most science, most of what we've learned is absolutely absurd, doesn't even make any sense, and is nonsense. The people we thought that were super intelligent, got all the awards, it turns out they're just telling us absolute nonsense, and that's why they got the awards. Royalty is down the toilet, right? It is a weird moment. They told people to get injected. They hang around with pedophiles. They give pedophiles silly awards and medals and all of that. And they don't acknowledge, when these guys get caught. And they're pretty gross. So we're pretty gross. Who am I missing? I'm like literally, we are in a crumbling civilization where all of those grand establishments are falling down around us. But where does it leave us is the question.
Well, I think it leaves us where we started. We all come into this world as, what is it Shakespeare describes babies as? A squalling, mewling, squawking, slimy things. Individuals, it's down to us. It's down to each individual taking a position, because collectively we're useless. We're no good when we appoint collectives to represent us. And that's why governments are utterly useless, because they're all bought. So therefore, and again, it's hopefully the message that comes out of my book, that it's down to us. It's up to us. To unashamedly rip off a technique that Ayn Rand used in Atlas Shrugged. I don't know if you've read Atlas Shrugged, but the main character, John Galt, is the book starts with John Galt being missing. He's essentially an entrepreneur and businessman who goes on strike because he's not able to achieve anything or innovate because of governments. And what I wanted to do was, with one of my characters, was to do a grand soliloquy. Essentially what it is instead of being a speech that is made in Atlas Shrugged, it's a podcast interview. So I make it 21st century, and but the opening line, or when my character in the book is asked the question, he's called, by the way, Mark Carlyle. When he's asked the question in the podcast interview, he uses the line that is used in Atlas Shrugged: "I love my life." That's what we're supposed to do. We have to love our lives. It's down to us. It's down to us. We have the responsibility to ourselves and to the people that we love to enjoy and love our lives. And we cannot let governments fuck them up. And that's what they've been doing. Governments have been fucking everything up, and we can't let it continue. And the only way we can stop it is to ignore them and to cut off the sources that they have available to us.